Publishing. Let's welcome Ma'am Jennifer L. Aranico.
Okay, so Ma'am Jennifer will be presenting two topics. We have collaborative desktop publishing and of course online publishing.
Sir, ako na lang ma-present kay si Ma'am Jen, nag-bisyo man di internet.
Okay, so let's go back to Sir Cesar Cortez to once again present the mechanics and guideline for radio script writing and broadcasting. Okay, so take it away, Sir Cesar.
Kitaan ko da, ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am ay, bation ko ma'am.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hindi ko sa mabatian.
All right, mga abyan, please still hang on. Sir Cesar and Ma'am Jennifer are having difficulty in terms of poor internet connectivity, but still, let's be positive. Let's aim nga matapos ang ini nga hapon nga session successfully. Okay? Sir Cesar is trying to reconnect. Once again, Sir Cesar Cortez and Ma'am Jennifer Aranico is from Negros Occidental High School. So once again, let's give Sir Cesar a virtual round of applause.
Let's go. Also, good afternoon, everyone. My task for this afternoon is to present to you the general guidelines and criteria for radio script writing and broadcasting. So the guidelines for radio script writing and broadcasting contest is each region or each school shall organize a team of 5 members for English and Filipino in elementary and secondary levels who shall not be competing in any of the individual writing categories. Number 2, to facilitate proper identification, the participants shall wear white shirts with their valid school IDs or NSPC IDs. Number 3, orientation shall be conducted for all the contestants. The directors will draw lots to determine the order of the presentation. Okay, so for the number 4, The award for this category are the following. For the individual awards, we have the Best Anchor and the Best News Presenter. For the group awards, we have Best in Technical Application, Best in Infomercial, Best Script. In getting the overall result for the Best Radio Production, accumulated points from the individual and group awards shall be considered. Any violation of the stipulated guidelines will be grounds for disqualification of the team. The decision of the Board of Judges is final and irrevocable. For the script writing, each team may use up to 4 official laptops that are cleared of stored documents and an inkjet printer in preparing and printing the script. All laptops shall be submitted to the contest committee for the inspection on July 16, 2023, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Each team is required to bring their extension wires and other equipment for rehearsal. For the team will be given 2 hours to prepare a script for a 5-minute radio broadcast that include 1 infomercial and 4 news articles. The information may be affect health, environment, politics, and social issues. It shall have a maximum length of 1 minute and shall have the language and shall use the language that group is competing in. The news articles may be based on press releases, raw data, or any other source given by the examiners. So last time, so ang natabo sa radio broadcasting, at the same time sa TV broadcasting, sila ang nag-provide sang link kung diin ang mga bata makwa sang videos at the same time pwede man sila nga what I mean is nang adida ang organizer ang gahatag sang link kung diin makuha ang mga bata sa mga news nila. For another 30 minutes will be allotted for the printing of the output. After 2.5 hours, each team should submit 4 copies of the script. 3 copies will be submitted to the judges and 1 copy will be submitted to the examiners. The team may print extra copies for their use. For the number 3, use the script writing has commenced. Once the script writing has commenced, the contestant will no longer be allowed to leave the contest room. For personal necessities, the proctor shall accompany them to the restroom. Number 4, for the script should not bear any information that may identify the school, division, or region, but it should include the names of the members of the team with their respective rules. For example, anchor, news presenter, etc. For the number 5, script should be encoded using Arial font size 12 with directorial instruction in capital letters, double space with normal margin, 1 inch on all sides, and printed in A4 size band paper or 8.27 by 11.69 inches. Okay, let's go for the broadcast simulation. A broadcast room for the presentation shall be identified in the contest venue. Only the contestants, judges, and examiners shall be allowed inside. The organizers or host region shall commission an independent sound system provider to ensure quality audio output. The technical operator shall only set the sound system before the simulation. A jack or auxiliary cord adapter will be provided for the laptops and other sources of sound effects. Except for the volume meter, contestants or technical directors shall not be allowed to change, adjust, or manipulate the main control board during their presentation. Mobile phones and reference materials shall not be allowed in the contest area. In case of power failure, the affected team shall be allowed to broadcast again. Loudspeakers may be set up outside the broadcast room. Each team shall be given 9 minutes, 3 minutes for preparation, 5 minutes for the actual broadcast, and 1 minute for the exit. provided running time shall be applied. The organizer shall provide a clock or a timer that can be seen by the contestant and the judges. There will be an official timekeeper. A yellow flaglet shall be raised to signal the team that they have 1 minute left for preparation. A green flaglet shall then be raised to signal the team to start. A yellow flaglet shall be raised again to warn the team that they only have 1 minute remaining, followed by a red flaglet to indicate that their time is up. And for number 10, the team who complied with a 5 minute production shall be given a perfect score of 5 points. In case of overtime or undertime, the following scheme of deduction shall be followed. 1 second to 20 seconds is 1 point. 21 seconds to 40 seconds is 2 points. 41 seconds to 60 seconds is 3 points. And 61 seconds and above is 4 points ang deduction. Okay, let's go for the score sheet for the anchor. We have the voice quality 40%, which includes is every clear and easy to understand even when speaking quickly. Paces his or her voice well to fit the storyline and helps the audience understand the issue. Shows expressions of interest, enthusiasm, and confidence. For the voice recognition, we have 30%, which includes has a clear and well modulated voice, presents appropriate pace and volume, is consistently audible throughout the presentation, and can easily be heard in all parts of the room. For the enunciation, it's 30%, pronounces and articulate words in a distinct manner, talks in a socially acceptable accent, utilizes various voice inflection or changes to enhance the meaning of the lines, and stretches a word to be desired to a desired length to emphasize or give the appropriate meaning. Okay, for the anchor, we have a total of 100%. Next, for the news presenter, for the voice quality, which is 40%, it should be the news presenter has a very clear and easy to understand, even when speaking quickly. Bases his or her voice well to fit the storyline and helps the audience understands the issue. Show expressions of interest, enthusiasm, and confidence. For the voice recognition, which is 30%, it should be the news presenter has a clear and well modulated voice, presents appropriate pace and volume. It is consistently audible throughout the presentation, can easily be heard in all parts of the room. And for the enunciation, which is 30% also, the news presenter should be pronounces articulate words in a distinct manner, talks in a socially acceptable accent, utilize various voice inflections or change to enhance the meaning of the lines, and stretches a word to desired length to emphasize or give the appropriate meaning. For the infomercial, which is the content is 45%, shows brief and clear advocacy or idea description, is logically organized, shows smooth and appropriate transition, exhibit language appropriateness. For the creativity, we have 30%. It should be exhibit uniqueness and originality and implements technology appropriately. For the persuasion or impact, which is 25%, engages audience, shows appropriate audience appeal, and keep the audience focused throughout the broadcast, which is total with a total of 100% also. For the technical application, we have the juxtaposition of 40%, shows a smooth transition from one topic or news event to another, establishes a clear relationship between an audio effect to the news or information that follows. For the fidelity, which is 30%, produces good audio quality, produces authentic sound and effects, has less static and no interference. For timing and precision, we have 30%, has clear audible time signals. For the script, for the content is 40%, covers the topic with the necessary details and examples, is accurate and has no factual errors, is well organized, uses academically, socially, culturally acceptable, and gender fair language. For the clarity of instruction, which is 40%, is easy to read and understand, can easily be followed by another person or team, and reflect effective planning and organizing. And for the neatness, which is 20%, all elements are labeled and clearly written, clearly indicates name of team members and their task or assignment, which is also a total of 100%. For the overall production or radio, we have a delivery 25%, anchor 15%, news presenter 10%. For the technical application, which include timing and precision, is 25%, script 25%, infomercial 20%, adherence to time allotment is 5%, which is the total of 100%. So, muna siya ang aton nga guidelines and criteria for radio broadcasting and script writing. So, thank you so much.
Hi, Sir Carl. Would you like to continue na lang, sir, with the presentation of the guidelines and mechanics for TV broadcasting? Sir Cesar?
Sure, sir. Okay, so let's move on for TV script writing and newscasting. The general guidelines for TV script writing and broadcasting are each region or school should organize a team of 5 members for English and 5 members for Filipino at the secondary level who shall not be competing in any of the individual writing categories. The team shall have a member of scriptwriters, anchors, reporters, producer, or director who could also act as a floor director, the video or graphics editor, and the video journalist or cameraman. Any of the team members can assume 2 or more positions or tasks as long as this would not be conflicting or awkward about the outcome of the broadcast. For example, an anchor can be a reporter at the same time, but an anchor can be also a news or infomercial writer. So same man sa aton nga bala ang aton nga technical hindi siya pwede naton nga mabutang sa field reporter kaya dapat naka-focus na gina siya sa technicalities sa video at the same time sa switcher kaya last time sa presentation nila sa region is nagagamit sa isang switcher. And then for the number 2, the list of equipment and tools in the mock broadcast room shall be shared with the regional coordinators a week before the contest through an advisory by the host region or division. Number 3, a 30-minute technical orientation will be held on the morning of July 16, 2023 for the director and video graphics editors. Then each team will be given a 5 minutes to visit the mock broadcast room. In getting the overall result, for the best TV broadcast, accumulated points from the individual and group award shall be considered. And any violation of the stipulated guidelines will be grounds for disqualification of the team. And the decision of the Board of Judges is final and irrevocable. For the pre-contest, each team will be required to bring only the following: maximum of 4 laptops with at least 10 GB free space and a video editing program with uploading capacity, 3 empty USB flash drive which are 60 GB minimum, maximum of 2 cameras or mobile phone without SIM compatible with the laptop, a maximum of 3 wired lapel microphones, A4 bond paper, 1 printer with ink and extension cord. Laptops and flash drives to be submitted to the National Technical working group shall be labeled with the following format: category, medium, level, region. Director's name, school, and division. For example, TV script writing and broadcasting English, secondary region 10. Angelina Villanueva, Bukidnon National High School, Bukidnon. Labels for laptop shall be in a whole band paper attached to the laptop bag. Flash drive shall be sealed in an envelope with a label. And for number three, checking and sealing of laptops shall be done on July 16, 2023 until 5 p.m. only. Laptops shall be clear of stored documents except for the pre-recorded opening billboard or OBB and closing billboard or CBB in offline editing software. So dapat ang aton nga mga laptop during sang contest na before is ipa-check gina sa any documents or any video recorded nga mga napangwa na naton or napang-download na naton ginapakakas gina nila only the opening billboard and the closing billboard kag ang software na lang for editing ang ginapabili na siya. So dapat ang atong laptop is tinlo gid. And then dapat hindi siya magnubo sa 10 GB kay amo gina siya ang gina-required kay during sa live presentation nila may mga graphics na ginapabutang ang organizer para mag-compatible siya dayon sa aton nga switcher. Failure to submit the laptops on or before the set deadline shall mean disqualification of the competing team. Only the equipment and tools in the mock broadcast room are allowed to be used by the participants during the actual presentation. Before the start of the contest, the teams will be oriented on the rules of the participants and criteria for judging by the chairman of the board of judges, and all participants should attend this orientation. The directors will draw lots to determine the order of the presentation. Then, contest materials saved in flash drive, sealed in envelope, shall be distributed to the directors. For the contest proper, the script writing and production, the team shall have the following components in their script. Cover page. This shall contain the group name or Mac TV network or Mac TV network name. And then the news. The National Technical Working Group will provide 5 sets of data, including of photos, videos, and audio, in folders saved in a flash drive. The team may use all sets of data for their news reports. Each news script should indicate the corresponding video or audio component taken from the folders or produced during the actual contest. Infomercial or developmental communication. The National Technical Working Group will provide the 2 sets of data, including photos and videos and audios, in folders saved in a flash drive. The team is required to produce 1 infomercial or developmental communication flag. This shall be produced during the contest and should be related to the topic which will be given by the judges. The script should contain video and audio components. Field report. A live field report with or without canned video support shall be included in the production. Headlines. This will contain a brief leads or summary of the news articles. And the OBB or opening billboard or closing billboard or CBB will contain the group's assumed TV network's name. The script for the OBB and CBB shall be included in the main script, which will be submitted to the judges. Number 2, the 5 hours and 15 minutes will be allotted for the preparation of the script, shooting, editing of the videos, production of the infomercial, and rehearsal. All groups shall stop working after the allotted time. A buzzer shall signal the end of the script writing and production time. So, 5 hours and 15 minutes lang ang ginahatag sa atong mga kabataan para makaproduce sila sa 5 minutes video production or TV production. The organizer shall provide a clock or timer that can be seen by the contestants. There will be an official timekeeper. Once the script writing has commenced, The contestants will no longer be allowed to leave the contest venue. Members shall only be allowed to go out of the room when it's time for their team to perform and for personal necessities accompanied by a proctor. Each team shall compose or shall prepare 4 copies of the script, 3 copies for the judges and 1 copy for the team. The cover page of the script shall contain the group's name, TV network name, and the name of the member of the team with their respective rules, etc. Example, anchor, field reporter. The script should not bear any information that may identify the school or division or region. There shall be designated holding rooms for each member of the team according to one's rule, where they shall proceed and stay after the time accordingly. For the TV broadcast skills performance, only one laptop is allowed inside the studio. Even though ano sila, required silang 4 ka laptops ang gamiton during nasang contest, pero sa actual na sa presentation is only one laptop na lang gid ang ginapagamit. All news reporters shall be presented live. Only the OBB and CBB are pre-recorded or pre-produced. Support videos or audio to be used for the live reports are either taken from the folders or produced on the day of the contest. Other than the actual broadcast time, 7 minutes shall be allotted for entrance and preparation. The TV broadcast must be delivered in 6 minutes. The timekeeper shall raise the green flaglet to signal the start of the presentation. A yellow flaglet shall be raised by the timekeeper to warn the presenting team that only 1 minute is left of the broadcast time. A red flaglet shall be raised to signal the 6 minutes allotted for the group had been consumed. In case of overtime or undertime in the prescribed duration of the broadcast, the following points shall be deducted from the points earned in the criterion adherence to time allotment, which is a 5%. 1 second to 20 seconds is equivalent to 1 point. 21 seconds to 40 seconds, 2 points. 41 seconds to 60 seconds, 3 points. 61 seconds to 80 seconds, 4 points. The timekeeper shall give the judges a copy of the record of the broadcast running time of each group right after the performance. The record should indicate how many seconds or minutes each group went over or under time if they did. The timekeeper shall also announce the time started, time finished, incurred under time or overtime, and corresponding deduction of the group. Or 3 minutes shall be allotted for the exit, and the decision of the Board of Judges is final and irrevocable. For the script, so dre nila i-base ang kung sino madaw sa best in script. For the content, which is 50%, it should be ang katon nga ang content is provide effective news or story angling. Covers the given stories or relevant topics with necessary details. Is accurate with no factual, conceptual, or grammatical errors, and it is original. For the style, which is 35%, it is written in a clear and concise manner. Uses simple and common language. Uses appropriate voice, active voice, or passive voice. Uses appropriate word voice, and uses proper script terms and abbreviations. For the organization, which is 50%, follows an adequate logical structure, provide proper labels to elements or parts, indicates theme, member, and assignment, considers coherent through transition. For the anchor, which is 12.5%, delivery, which is 70%, use a clear and well-modulated voice, speaks with an appropriate volume, observe proper phrasing, pacing, and timing, articulate words well, utilizes appropriate voice inflection to enhance meaning. Personality, 30%, observes proper instance or posture, shows a sense of confidence and authority, project a professional and credible personality, demonstrates controlled facial expression. For the reporter, which is 12.5% from the overall production. Delivery, 70%. Uses an unclear and well-modulated voice. Speaks with an appropriate volume. Observe proper phrasing, pacing, and timing. Articulates words well. Utilizes appropriate voice inflection to enhance meaning. For the personality, 30%. Observe proper insights or posture. Shows a sense of confidence. Demonstrate a controlled facial expression. Connects with the subject when interviewing or with the anchor and viewers when reporting. For the technical application, which is 25%, for the element and appropriation, 40%. Observe audio-video lock. Shows effective interplay of audiovisual elements, including graphics, text, images, and etc. Fidelity, 30%. Shows good audio and video quality. Shows less to no distortion or technical destruction in audio and video. Timing, 20%. Shows a smooth flow of topics or stories. Shows precise timing and synchronization. Relevance, 10%. Applies elements that contribute meaningfully to the overall broadcast presentation. For the infomercial or developmental communication plug, which is 15%, content 50%, shows clear advocacy or idea description, reflects original concept, and for the creativity, which is 50%, exhibit uniqueness, applies technical elements appropriately, is engaging and appealing. For the overall newscast, we have the criteria script 30%, broadcast presentation 25%, technical application 25%, infomercial of developmental communication plug 15%, adherence to time allotment is 5%, with a total of 100%. So that's all for TV news casting and script writing. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sir Cesar Cortez, for presenting the clear criteria for radio and TV broadcasting. And we are hoping and praying that there are more participants for this competition. So this time, let's have Ma'am Jennifer Aranico to present the first topic on collaborative desktop publishing and the second topic on online publishing. Let's welcome once again Ma'am Jennifer L. Aranico.
Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Good. I'll just share my screen. Okay. Okay, so good afternoon, everyone, especially to Ma'am Risa, to Ma'am Juliet Alavaran, to Ma'am Analita Patislaon, the news officers headed by Ma'am Yvonne Bionat, and to all the teacher advisors. So I'm going to present to you the guidelines for the collaborative desktop publishing contest. So we have an overview. So what is collaborative desktop publishing? So this is a team-based competition for English and Filipino in both elementary and secondary. The contest requires the teams to create a 4-page full-colored publication based on a mini press conference and a sports event. The publication must include news, features, editorial cartoon, and sports articles. Each region must organize a team of 5 members for English and Filipino in both elementary and secondary levels who shall not be competing in any of the individual writing category. So before 7 siya, so 5 na lang subong. And then your 5 participants, usually doble-doble ni ilang nga mga ulubrahon. And contestants must wear white shirts with identification cards. All contestants must attend the orientation before the competition. And they are not allowed to go back to their quarters during the contest, nor communicate in all forms, whether it's a text, a chat, or call, with their respective advisors from the start of the contest until the end. So there will be a mini press conference and simultaneous with the sports event, which shall be held as basis for the content of your publication. So diri ni kwaon ang facts sa news, sa features, sa editorial cartoon kag sa sports based on this mini press conference kag sa sports event. And then, ang photojournalist shall take pictures of the mini press conference and sports event. So, ano lang ni siya, matabok-tabok lang ni siya. So, after niya kuha picture for the mini press conference, makadto naman siya sa sports venue. Ang ma-attend sa sports venue would be your sports writer and the photojournalist. Next, for the actual sports event, there will be a pre-game conference which shall be conducted for the introduction of the players, the coaches, and the tournament officials. And after this game, there will be a post-conference which shall be held for interviews and data gathering. And the team will be given 1 hour for data gathering and 5 hours for writing, layout, and editing. Medyo nag-extend siya gani, subong. So all in all, do ka 6 hours gid ang inyong for collab desktop publishing. The contestants can bring the following equipment. So you will need the two DSLR cameras for the digital single lens reflex cameras, one inkjet printer with scanner, one card reader, one blank flash drive, and extension wires. Kaya usually layo ang saksakan kag damo ni gausar sa saksakan, so much better nga mga duwa guro or tatlo ka extension wires ay inyo dalon just in case manggid. So there will be a maximum of 4 laptops installed with PageMaker or InDesign and Photoshop for the secondary level. And for the elementary, you will have Microsoft Publisher for the layout of the group's final output. Okay. Just make sure lang ang inyong nga printer may enough nga ink. Kay base bala na overlook bala ha, wala na check. Kag at the same time, ang inyong nga mga laptop ng ano siya, full charge gid siya. Ang inyong nga mga DSLR cameras ready, may mga batteries nga extra nga dala. So para ready tanan. Kag don't forget your A4 size bond paper. So pwede na siyang isa ka rim just in case wala may mga damo sila nga mga errors and mistakes. So pwede sila ka-print sa ilang nga mga extra nga mga outputs. Kung may mga sala. Next, the laptop should be submitted to the technical working group and shall be labeled with the following format: category, the medium, level, the region, the name, the school, and the division. So for example, this is collaborative desktop publishing. The medium is English, level is secondary, region 6, and the name maybe of your AIC, and then the school and the division of Negros Occidental. So the label shall be in a whole bond paper pasted on or attached to the laptop bag. So for the national ni saya. And official laptops previously cleared of stored documents shall be submitted to check for any other applications and pre-written documents or references. So make sure the laptops that you're going to use dapat wala ni siya sa mga iban nga bagid nga mga unod. Kaya usually galag bi ang mga laptops bi. So para to avoid that, i-clear na siya at the same time para fair man, wala bias. So wala gid unod ang inyong laptop. Failure to submit, okay, shall mean disqualification of the competing team. Next, the host region will provide 6 scanners for the editorial cartoon, 3 for elementary and 3 for secondary in English and Filipino as a backup for the contestants. Mobile phones and other electronic gadgets shall not be allowed except for DSLR and laptops with disabled internet connection. So bawal ang cellphone. Next, each team must convert their output into PDF or portable document format. This is for the soft copy, and they're going to print this in A4 size bond paper for the hard copy and submit this to the examiners or facilitators. The collaborative publishing team shall submit this, both hard and soft copies of their entries. And take note, there will be no identifying marks about the school, the division or region, and should not be on the output itself, as it would be a ground for disqualification. And the output will be stored in a flash drive provided by the examiners and uploaded to the designated computer for judging. Then the top five teams will be recognized and their points will be included in the determination of the overall scores. And the decision of the Board of Judges is final and irrevocable. Or here are the score sheet for Desa Publishing. The content is 50%, which includes exhibits appropriate balance of news, editorial, features, sports, and other appropriate interesting content. So we have learned nga dapat may unity, may balance, may coherence ang ato nga mga content. Utilizes facts from interviews, so mga interviews sa mga coaches, sa mga during the conference, sa mga athletes, document review, data analysis, and other reliable sources. You should also show a variety of stories, especially in your feature page, that fit the section where they are placed. You should also cite historical references if there are any, statistics, and relevant names or facts to bolster the credibility of statements, assertions, arguments, and or narratives. So para credible ay inyong article, so dapat may mga necessary ganyan mga sources. Provide a balance of light and serious topics and show the relevance of articles to students. Showcase original work of students. So dapat ilaging nga obra, wala na ilabot ang mga advisor de. Then properly cite information and attributes these facts from the source of information. And you should also apply the principles of journalism. For the technical, which is 40%, you should include articles that are arranged according to the importance. So, di ba, ang pinaka-importante sa babaw, di ba, padalom, okay? And you should present headlines that are clear and free of bias. So, dapat free of bias sa inyong headline. Klaro, kag daw wala, double meaning. Make use of pictures that are clear, properly cropped, and captioned. So, mga blurry kag mga pictures, so i-improve ta na. Utilizes relevant graphics, illustrations, and cartoons, exhibits clear focus and coherent organization. User should also observe rules of grammar and syntax and proper journalistic style and format. For the ethics, 10%, you should showcase original works of students, properly cite information and attributes, observe standard of journalism in terms of fairness, relevance, and accuracy, and no potential libelous or obscene content, plagiarism, or copyright violations for a total of 100%. And that's all for the collaborative desktop publishing. So, the result ko na lang niya for the online publishing contest. So, almost the same man ni sila. So, during the mini conference of the ni sila ang online publishing teams kag ang collab teams para mamati sang mini conference at the same time ang sports events. So, what is an online publishing contest? This is open to all secondary level students lang, and it aims to develop student skills in writing and online publishing. So, the region shall organize a team of 5, again, from out of the 7 before, nag-5 na lang
Ma'am
siya.
Jen.
Yes, sir.
Ma'am Jen, excuse me, wala ga movie mo slides, ma'am.
O, lagamove. Dali lang kita ha, kasi nag-low ang naman, ang internet connection.
Sige, ma'am, sige.
Gina, wala man to ka-move, no? Utan na mag-giyo eh.
Ang mga internet connection, dali lang kid. Ano? Gabove na sa, okay na sa, sir.
Okay na, ma'am.
Okay. So, each region shall organize a team of 5 members for English and 5 members for Filipino at the secondary level who shall not be competing in any of the individual writing categories. And then, the contestants may wear their school uniforms or plain white t-shirts with their identification cards. Next, all contestants are required to attend a 1 hour orientation before the competition. The contestants are not allowed to go back to their quarters nor communicate in all forms with their respective advisors from the start until the end of the contest. There will be a mini press conference and sports event shall be held as basis for the content of the publication, like your news, features, editorial cartoon, and sports. The photojournalist shall take pictures or videos of the mini press conference and sports event also. Next, for the actual sports event, there will be a pre-game conference, which shall be conducted for the introduction of the players, the coaches, and the tournament officials. And after that, there will be a post-conference, which shall be held for interviews and data gathering. The team will be given 3 hours. So sa collab, di ba, the mga 5 hours, ganda ng editing. Sa publishing naman, online pub naman is 3 hours. For writing, layout, and editing articles online after the creation of an online publication using the official platform provided by the organizer. So dito pa sila mahatag. Next, the coverage or the data gathering through a mini press conference, the pre-game, the actual game, and post-conference shall be excluded from the 3 hour time allotment. So meaning the mga 4 hours sila tanan, all in all. The specific instructions on the number of articles to be produced will be given during the orientation. And the team will be required to bring the following. So you will require the team to have a scanner, flatbed scanner, or the 3-in-1 printer, a maximum of 2 digital cameras, like their point and shoot only with a maximum of 24.3 megapixels with fixed lenses. So pag lapaw na dire, they will not be permitted to join the contest. Ang mga high-end nga mga cameras are not allowed. The team will be required to bring also 4 laptops installed with Photoshop for image enhancement. Next, there will be a maximum of 2 packet Wi-Fis, preferably with either Globe or Smart, or one router, wireless router, and extension cord. The laptops will be submitted for checking for any other applications and pre-written documents or references. So failure to submit shall mean disqualification of the competing team. Next, the group shall email their URL or uniform resource locator to the assigned examiner at mga HTTPS, mo na siya. That's the URL. And then the top 5 teams shall be recognized and the points will be included in the determination of the overall standing. All teams shall be given points and ranked accordingly. So the decision of the Board of Judges is final and irrevocable. Next, here is the score sheet for online pub. Content is 30%, which means you're going to apply the principles of journalism. You're going to exhibit appropriate balance of news, editorial, features, sports, and other interesting content. Utilize facts from interviews, document review, data analysis, and reliable sources. You have to show also a variety of stories that fit the section where they are placed. You should include historical references, statistics, and relevant names, facts to bolster the credibility of statements or narratives. Provide a balance of light and serious topics. Shows the relevance of articles to students. You should have a clear and unbiased headlines and titles. For the language and style, which is 15%, you have to observe the rules of grammar and syntax, observes coherence, and appropriate vocabulary. For the layout, which is 20%, you should arrange the stories in decreasing importance. You should highlight the originality or uniqueness, uses relevant video or audio, pictures, and graphics that are clear, properly edited, and captioned and credited. You should also exhibit clear focus and coherent organization of articles. For technical, which is 20%, you should make use of multimedia elements such as video, audio, animation, graphics, and photos. So dapat may variety nisa sa amo nga multimedia elements in your online pub. It should be readable, mobile responsive, and engaging via social media. It should contain the paper's masthead, the profile, and the following sections: the news, editorial, the features, and sports. The articles include hyperlinks to site references, data, and other content or websites. For the ethics, which is 15%, you should showcase original works of students, properly cite information and attributes these facts from the source of information, observe standards of journalism in terms of fairness, relevance, accuracy, and balance, and should have no potentially libelous or obscene content, plagiarism, and copyright violations for a total of 100%. Okay, and that's all.
Thank you very much, Sir Cesar B. Cortez and Ma'am Jennifer Aranico from Negros Occidental High School. And likewise to the respective heads, we have from the English department, Ma'am Elna Reyes, and for the Filipino department, we have Ma'am Ana Batislao.
Thank you so much to all the brilliant presenters for today's sessions. Let's give them a virtual applause. And now, this is the perfect time to raise your questions or clarifications. Let's have now the open forum and as well as the announcements or agreements. And we will be turning over you now to Ma'am Riza to answer your questions and clarifications if you have. Ma'am Riz.
Am I clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sige. Mas okay siya subong or okay kay ina? Okay lang, pareho lang. Hello? Pareho lang. Why, nasa may nagasabat. Hindi na ako bation. Miss Irene?
Hi, ma'am. Good
Batian ka,
afternoon.
Ma'am
Batian.
Liz.
Good
Good
afternoon.
morning, Liz.
Oo, sige. Okay, kay ano ganit, earphone ako subong. Okay? Wala sang other, noise. Kay medyo open, ari ako sa sulod sa office, di, kasi batian. Wala lang
No,
sa,
ma'am.
okay, thank you. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, sige. So allow me, by the way, thank you very much to all our presenters. Bali, mga ano na sila, mga instant, no? For the information of everyone, bali do kagab ilang gid na finalize ang tanan nga presenters, no? And I thank you for your very quick response and na-deliver tanan. So, the purpose why we have this presentation is for you to be aware of the guidelines and the mechanics and the criteria. Although it is still the national guidelines, but more or less we will be adapting the guidelines also in our DSPC, but do not be boxed. There might be some changes along the way, no? Especially pag gid nga, say for example, sa aton sa division, amo ning aton nga guidelines and pattern tagid sa NSPC. For some reason naman, for some reasons, maybe base ang sa region, base bala may mga ara man sila ya nga ng localized na guidelines. So let us just be open, okay, and be ready to accommodate those changes na hindi magsila nga sa NSPC amo ni sa DSPC amo ni tapos sa region naglain naman. So let's be open and adjust ourselves kay may mga rason man na, no, ang organizer ang aton nga mga officers dira nga ang amo na nagakalatabo kay isa, and even our division man nga mga events, no. What I will be presenting first before I'll entertain your queries. So I hope may ara ka mo da sa chat box na nga kung may mga questions ka mo para i-raise na lang karon sa aton nga facilitator. I'll be presenting to you the different issues, different discussion points that we have when we have had our meeting with the officers last Tuesday, no? Tuesday ko siya. So allow me to present it. This is actually a continuation of what we have this morning. So we continue, kumalang ni siya ako niya slide. Okay, from current slide, and then I'll just okay, sige.
Tuod.
Miss Jen, ang inyong microphone naka-on. Miss Jen? Ah,
Hi, ma'am.
thank you. Sige. Okay, so ay so sorry. Naglain ang ako nga na-click. So, okay na to. Lang. Um, from current slide, okay. So, whatever that I'll be presenting to you. These are tentative agreement lang naton. And all of this are still dependent on the approval or ano dira sa aton yung superintendent pag-present sa iya sa aton nga plan. Okay? So there. Okay, so I think my slide is already visible to you. Naka na siya, no? Naka slideshow na siya.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. These are the discussion points during our DINOSPA officers meeting. So, daw tatlo lang gid siya label ko lang siya tatlo. It's the date of our DSPC, which is very, very important. Then the schedule of activities and the other details no, for our DSPC. So, let us have first the okay, there, ladies and gentlemen, our DSPC schedule. So we propose to have only one day face-to-face na siya ha, nga DSPC for all our individual contests, elementary and secondary. So ang pinaka issue na din naton are the contest rooms, and that's why wala ko na nabutang. Okay, ang proposed venue naton, idugang ko lang karon ha before this will be shared to you anyway ang slides nga ini no. So our venue is Negros Occidental High School. Preliminary lang meeting namon with officers and then one of our consultant advisor, former advisor, Ma'am Analita Batislaon, tapos ang English department. So sila na nakatalk sila preliminary, pero I will be meeting pa with the principal, Ma'am Josette Terora. So hopefully, that is, hopefully ma-approve, kag siguro daw, the positive man guro. So May 20 ang target individual contest, both elementary and secondary. So siya, kumbaga, isang lang siya, isang malaking happening, okay? Then we will have a week after. This is a Saturday, so na-remember niyo tong guidelines sa national, no? Dapat after class hours. So since in provincial division kita hindi kita ka-meet after class hours. So we will have that Saturday. This is on a Saturday, May 20. And then this will be followed by the DSPC group contest for the secondary on the 27th. And June 3 on the for the elementary naman. So if you can see, ang atong DSPC schedule, siya, we tried to plot it parang daw man siya para sa ato niya RSPC, because the RSPC will be on May 27 to 28. Mga tentative pa ni siya ha, kay wala pa. Syempre, as long wala pa nato nakita siya sa memorandum, syempre tentative gina siya. No, so a week after that, Friday and Saturday naman, Saturday and Sunday naman will be the RSPC elementary individual category. Tapos pagka June 3 is secondary. That's why ang aton nga kita no. Okay, sa secondary gali. So mag-group contest kita sa secondary sa May 27, kay pagka June 3 sila ang mauna sabak sila naman ang masabak sa individual category. The son sa June 10 naman ang elementary and secondary nga group na siya no group contest. So aton gin divide. Pero if we can, kung pwede, taman ma-fuse man niya sa May 27, ang tanan nga group contest, pwede, gid, no? Itanawon ta siya. Galing kay, hindi gali pwede, kay ang elementary, gali mapa, na sila, mapa RSPC na sila, no? So that's why, amo na siya galing nga, ang isa-isa ta kasabad to. Okay? So, our proposed schedule of activities, since isa lang kaadlaw, so from 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock, we are supposed to have our opening program. Along with this, we will have the simultaneous siya, samtang nag-opening program kita, ang aton nga sports writer, kagang aton nga photojourn, may ila silang activity, no? So, checking of cameras and laptops, photojournalism.
Nila sa business, nag-major repair na sila. Why not report the service? Hindi na buhay ko lang ang ngalin niya.
Sinong open niya?
Hello, ma'am. Please mute your microphone.
Talaga kilala. Yung hila ko hambal na lang, unang
Okay, sige. Sige lang, ano lang, yan eh. Sige. Okay, so, dinata to. Okay, sige, ara na. Di na siya. Dula ang akong nga, Dahil lang. Okay. Okay, so, there. Okay. So, at 8:30 to 9:30, we will have our first ginato nga event kay after sa ila sang live may live coverage for sports writing. Okay, so amo to kaina ang wala to siya gali nato nabutang no, ang possible nga sports. Tatlo lang to, no? Tama. Gin-counter check na to naton. Gin-counter check nyo sa notes nyo. Will somebody mention again the three possible sports naton? Sepak, ano pa to gani?
Table tennis, ma'am.
Arnis, ma'am. Table tennis, kag sepak takraw.
Okay, so tatlo siya.
Arnis,
So
bakit, ma'am?
ano pa,
Arnis.
Arnis. Okay, so we will include that later, no? Before ko isulod ta di sa aton. Please remind me siguro Miss Justine sa aton nga nga ibutang ta di siya karon, no? Para at least more or less may tun-an na sa mga bata niyo sa inyong sports writing ang mga jargon on that. Okay, and then maybe the photo shoot also will be on that time. Amo na siya kay after na ma-check, ma-photo shoot na sila. And then, after that is the photo layout. May meeting ko. Advisors, okay. So, photo layout will be 9:30 to 10:30. And then, editorial writing. Okay, so 11 to 12, editorial writing. Tag 1 hour na siya ang budget. Then, may 30 minutes nga gap for the checking of kung ano daan dapat i-check before magsulod ang mga bata. Copy reading and headline writing, and then thank you. And then we have 1 to 2. We have science and technology writing, editorial, cartooning, and column writing. So as I've said, these are just tentative schedule pa lang. So base may mga changes kita, pero more or less amuna na siyang ma-updanay, ha. Siguro ang aton lang siguro is time, ang base ang ma-adjust kita sa time. Pero we are presenting this to you kay para makita nyo na nga ang aton nga mga bata amo ni siya ang ilang Remember in the division level, you are allowed to participate in two events of the same medium. Okay? So Miss Jazz, please take that down kay amo na di siya wala ko nabutang gali. So two events, each participant is allowed to participate in two events of the same medium. So meaning kung news writing siya o kag mag-editorial writing in Filipino or news writing and editorial writing in English. Okay? So, i-check nyo na nga dapat ang news writer nyo, hindi siya ang feature writer kay madungan ang event kay ina. So, more or less, amo ni siyang ang ato niya pagplastar, no? Sang pagkalaging. So, in the past, you remember, nga nagabutang patasang do ka buffer, nga, say for example, ang bata, inang nagsabay, galing niya duwa ka contest, so may ara katangat time na ginahatag. Diriya, we don't have, wala na tan sa amo na pleasure of the time, nga ano ni gani, nga tagaan pa sila because one day lang siya, hindi ka mo mag-sleeping, wala ta sang i-provide nga accommodation sa inyo and food. Siguro ang mahatag lang isang NOHS sa aton is the holding area nga butangan kita kung diin na yon ma-stay anay abi ang let's say for example one municipality, no, i-designate sila area where to stay because our event will be a whole day event, no. That's because we would like also to limit the number of hours nga ma-converge kita sa isa ka lugar. So as much as possible, do kadasig lang gid dapat, no? So that's why one day lang. And then ang proposed naton will be virtual awarding, no? So the judging of the output will be done either lang later that day or after mga days after the ano rin ganit panawag, this SPC. So hindi siya mapareho sa nagligad nga we will stay at a venue for 3 days tapos ang last day will be awarding. So do hindi na ta makaamos na, no. And I think base pagid ang isa pagid ka issue naton is on our registration kay may food pata and all. So this time you will be providing your kids with those provisions. Tapos kung say for example you come from ano ganit panawag distant nga mga municipalities like Calatrava, Toboso, Don Salvador, then we have Kawayan. So kamo na ang mangita sa inyo yung ano ganit accommodation, no? So, klaro na siya sa aton. Kaya hindi pa tato kabalik sa pareho sa naligad nga scam nga we are accommodating you in one place. Tapos may food na kitaya, ara lang kamuda. You are served with your meals. Tapos we wait until the result is out. No? Subong niya, medyo limited ang aton nga time. So, we propose to have it in a day. And then after that, we will wait for the virtual awarding, and then memo also will be issued, no, on the result of our contest. Claro? Claro man?
Ma'am.
Sige. How many are we? Amo ni siyang inaano ko nga dapat arigid ang tanan kay para nga after this 120. So hopefully some of you are sharing, no? Are sharing yung venue na isa lang ka account ang yung sudlan nyo kabay pa nga amo na. Pero I am also informing the group like sa diri sa aton ang nakasulod nga coordinator sa Filipino, si Sir Bong, Sir Bonifacio, si Sir Bonski. So please, Sir Bon, ipa-check da sa imo nga grupo kung ara da sila, ang mga Filipino advisors. Tason, Sir Edmond, i-kindly man reiterate ang instruction dira sa aton nga coordinators sa English nga dapat arigid sila kay para nga mabatian nila and then ready na sila kung okay, oo, kung ano sa bagay, i-present pa man siya, no? Pero more or less, amo na siya atong plan. Okay. Let's move on to the next. The next is, okay, the registration, okay, which is 200 pesos per event, which will cover the activity expenses and honorarium of judges. So, you know nga kinanglan ta judges gid dyan, no, from the media, from our judges from the media group gid, no. Tapos bali we are proposing nga ang elementary pwede siya maintrahan sa aton mga secondary nga mga seasoned advisors, pero ang aton nga secondary dapat may ara gid ta nga representative from the media group na from our friends. So, it used to be Sir Allen Del Carmen, who is at the top of our division schools press conference, no, ang also ang mga items, no, contest items bala nga mga ginapanghatag naton, what they will write, what's the topic about, no. So didto gid Japon mangita tayo sa media naton nga mga partners, no. Tapos bali amula na siya, bali ang aton nga registration will just cover the activity expenses, and then the honorarium of our judges, no. So and then the certificate. So siguro itanaw namon, pero ang pinaka sa subong siguro anay ang makita lang gid namo nga daw pwede lang gid naton is the certificate of merit for your awards. Do hindi ka taguro makasara nga magpa-obra pa sa aton personalized na medals and then trophies no mga mo na. So bista we will just live within our means anay. Then I would like to make it clear that since we have this registration, I'd like to, as early as today, I'd like to inform the advisors nga ang ato niya i-issue nga receipt will be per school. So, bali nakatingob na siya, kaya hindi man ta pwede ka-issue receipt nga isa-isa agad, no, with that amount. So, bali, it will be per school. So, kamo na bahala. Dason, i-check nyo na nga daan kung diin ang inyong resources, mahalin, whether it will be from the your school paper fund, mas mahapos siguro, kung sa inyong local man, depende kung diin mahalin ang inyong registration, no? So, we have the top 7 winners in the SPC will compete in the RSPC. For the big division, bali 7 ang aton allotment, no, nga i-filled in dito sa regional schools press conference. Ang sa mga medium and small divisions, they have their 5 slots, So sa aton top 7, pero we will award the top 10 naton in preparation man, kung say for example abi may mga in the event that one of our top 7 winners will not be able to make it, no, hindi siya based, so dito ta makuha sa remaining 8, 9 and 10. Okay, so top 7 lang ang mapa-region, okay, pero we will recognize the top 10. So okay na sa inyo kay amo nang aton usual gid man yung practice na liga dya, ginalawag ta lang ang 11 and 12 kay dra kita gakuha sa aton yung mga ibulos, no, so kundi siya hindi siya bali available. In the event nga ang inyo kabataan duha ang intrahan, tapos sa duha nga inaara is siya sa top 7, mapili lang siya sang ang highest diri sa division ang decision ang highest nga rank ang higher rank niya amo na ma-prevail. Okay, so let's say for example abi nag-Filipino siya nga feature writing, kag nag-Filipino siya nga news writing. So isa news writing nag 5th place siya, sa feature writing nag 3rd place siya. So ang division na yang ma-decide yan sa gid siya sa didto gid siya sa nag-3rd siya, no, higher rank. Pero in the event nga nag-equal gid pareho gid top 7 pareho ang nakuha niya, okay, we will let you decide, kung diin siya. Kamo yang ma-decide as advisor with the agreement of the kid. Pero kung ang isa mas taas ang rank sa isa, so ang division niya didto gid kamo i-filled in sa kung diin siya higher in rank. Okay? Klaro? 1, 2, 3, klaro. Plus may nagasabat, harap ako mo. Bation pa ko.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Okay, thank
Clear,
you.
ma'am.
Okay, yes. Okay, now number 3. The champion or the top one in our SPC naman, amo to kayo na sa national yung memo, individual and group category will compete in the NSPC, while top 5 paper will compete in the NSPC. Sa paper, ha, ang 5 yun mo ang i-recommend sa region. Pero sa individual kag sa group category, the top 1 will represent the region. Okay? So, klaro na siya. Okay. So, in our DSPC, please be reminded that again, kung wala ka school paper, hindi ka pwede ka intra. So, no paper, no entry. So, school publication will be submitted during the registration via online format. Matabo ni siya before sa ato niya DSPC ay bali ang ato niya mga room examiners will be provided na with a final list of your participants. So kung sa news writing, before sa DSPC, dapat mabuo na siya pila ang masulod sa news writing Filipino sa room, elementary. Tapos news writing Filipino secondary, pila ka schools, no, ang intra dela. So dapat naka-finalize. So we will finalize that if our DSPC is on the 20th, maybe ang 17 pa lang dapat tapos na siya, no? Nakaplastar na siya. Okay? So Google Drive, and this will be taken, the one who will take charge of this is our secretary, Miss Justine Igonia. So iyan ni siya obra. Tapos sa dira man mismo sa Google Drive, dira nyo man isubmit ang e-copy or ang link, pwede man link and PDF of your publication, no? Along with the registration. And the same time, kung say for example, abi ang inyong school registration, ipadala nyo na nga daan sa ato niya treasurer via whatever courier. So pwede nyo naman mapadala dira sa ato niya Google Drive ang inyong receipt, no? Ang copy of your receipt, screen picture, no? Kung ano na siya nga klase nga mapadala ninyo. Yung receipt meaning you have paid already. The next one is junior high and senior high naton. So we sa high school niya siya ha. Like for example in the case of NOHS, so hindi sila pwede ka separate. So ang isa ka school, since integrated school sila, kag isa lang gid ang allowed naton nga ma-intra nga senior high school nga stand alone. I don't know kung ari di sila. Calatrava Senior High School. Anyone from Calatrava Senior High? Wala. Calatrava National High School. May ara? Wala sila. Sino ang taga Calatrava nga ara? May ka taga Calatrava? Wala, nakulbaan ko. Wala sa taga Calatrava. Wala sila kabalo. So, bali, ang Calatrava National High School lang gid, kag ang Calatrava Senior High School ang allowed to have. Yes. From what school, ma'am?
Calatrava National High School, ma'am.
Yes, oo. So you will have your own entries in the DSPC. Ang Calatrava
Yes,
Senior
ma'am.
High School kay standalone
Yes,
sila ya, may separate man sila nga entry. But the rest of the schools naton are all integrated schools at the moment. Okay? La Castellana National High School, although naka-separate ang ilang campus, they have different principal, pero isa lang sila pa Japo, wala pa sila ma-separate. Isabela National High School, ano pa, ang may mga separate na nga Toboso, I think, no? So, integrated. So, you have only to fill in one entry, either lang junior high o senior high. Kaya wala man yan sa nakalimit kung junior high or senior high. So, either lang. Okay, so, NOHS as our proposed pa lang a host will prepare the members of the program management team for the conduct of the SPC. So, ang ato niya mga room examiners will come from NOHS. Okay, so that's it. Are these points clear to you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so klaro siya. Okay. Let's proceed to the next.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so since we are also dealing with extreme, heat and then at the moment, so nag-adjust kita gani maski sa na scheme no of ano na gani delivery of classes. So we opted, and I hope you will agree with us that we will just require our participants to wear white t-shirt during the duration of the DSPC from the opening to the contest. Okay. Pero I don't know, ang ginapaminsar ko base sa opening program you want to wear your publication shirt for presentation purposes, like for example, abi sa recognition of participants, no? Amo pa nagaling ako na paminsaran. Sige lang. Pero white t-shirt during the contest. Tapos you just prepare school ID because we don't have the budget anymore para magparan pa sang ID basta hindi na malabutan sa aton nga money. So school ID must be worn and presented before admission to the contest room. So muna siyang gamiton sa aton nga ano gani panawag nga examiners naton and facilitators to identify the entry of the school. Okay na siya ha, so i-prepare. Then we have here virtual or face-to-face awarding ceremonies anytime after the contest day. So, ang face-to-face, gina-consider pa siya, pero most probably base virtual na gidya ato niya awarding. But, okay? Reminders of photo join. So, you bring your own extension wire. That's extension wire, ha? Empty SD card and good condition laptop. So, in-note ko that the facilitator and the room examiner will not be responsible for any technical issue on camera or laptop. So, hindi na sila magbulig sa inyong kabataan. Basta i-fill in nyo itong kabataan nyo nga hindi ka balo mag-save, hindi ka balo mag-copy-paste, hindi na siya responsibility. That's one. Amo na siyang yung feedback sa mga facilitators na nailigad, especially sa photo journal, no? So, please, wala ka mo sang i-filled in yung kabataan, even elementary, ha? Nga hindi sila kabalo sang technicality. So mag-open sang ila laptop, mag-open sang ila camera, magsulod sang ila SD cards and all, no? And so it's not the responsibility anymore of the facilitator of the room examiner. Kung kisa ang kakatabo ng ang daw naluoy bala ang aton facilitator kag aton mga examiner sa inyong mga kabataan, pero hindi na nila responsibilidad. So palihog kung wala nyo na train ang kabataan, hindi sila pagpasudlon sa contest, ha? Okay, tapos be sure nga ang camera nga gamiton nila on the day of the contest and the laptop that they'll be using, na praktisan na nila. Kay base wala paglabutos ano hindi sila kabalo mag-navigate, ha? So permi ang ato yung issues, especially sa elementary nato, no? Ang ibanda nga advisors, if pasudlon-sudlon lang, intrahan lang, no? For the sake of contest, ay base pa man lang. Pero kaluoy sa kabataan, it will be traumatic on their side. Kaya subong nga, ang balo na naton, gidya ang facilitator nga, hindi sila pwede. Tapos base problemado ang laptop, ang magilibio ng kabataan, paglabot dito sa contest, ang laptop hindi magana. Ang laptop nag-blackout or whatever. So wala siya extension wire, wala siya sang hindi. Tapos ang laptop gali hindi magana kung wala nakasaksak. Okay, so mga amo na siya, ha. So please be guided with that. Abi, pila na lang ang nagapalamati. Okay, so very important na siya nga mga concern, ha. Okay, so needed info to join again pagid. May kinahanglan sila magdala USB, masking tape, ziplock, and pentel pen. So ang ziplock ni I think amo ni siya ang butangan sang ilang USB. Okay, so tanawon ta lang basta ma-provide ta man ni or sige lang. Then May 5. Anyway, we'll still have a final meeting before the press con, no? Before the division schools press conference. So May 5, next Friday, we will have a meeting again with the officers and the members of the PMT at NOHS. So after sini, we will finalize, no? So hopefully by May 5, ma-finalize na namon, ma-iron out na tanan. Tapos, by that time, basi ang memo natin is ready na. Okay? So, NO teachers will serve as the proctors or the room examiners while the NOSPA officers, jutay lang man sila. So, we will have selected officers also to serve as facilitators naton, contest facilitators. So, any clarification on these points sa dere? Do wala naman kamusang clarification, do kaklaro man. Okay? And I think this is the second to the last na ko nga ay ano sa inyo, no? So final SPA meeting, school paper advisors meeting any day before the actual conduct of the DSPC. So on that week kita dara tamano kay para nga daw ka ano na bala isa na lang ka istorya before ta mag umpisa no sa ato niya before tagali mag-hold sa ato niya DSPC. So more or less, okay, so tanawon ta siya. If we will have our DSPC on the 20th, so ang aton siguro meeting will be sometime, basta naka-meeting kami sa 5, so the following week, so base ano ta 12 or 15, 16, 17, dira sina, no? So I hope you will make yourself available and medyo daw amo ni subong siguro ang inyong focusan naman ng ato niya DSPC. So, I would like to remind everyone that in line with this, we have had our division workshop on the creation of online publication last November 21 to 25. Ang mga naka-attend sini, kag you have had already your online publication, pwede nyo gid magamit ang ini nga online pub ninyo as your how do you call that? As your entry publication to the DSPC. So pwede lang ni siya kung may amo ka na niya, pwede na siya nga ang imo lang ang link, no? Ang imo ihatag kay i-view lang na ni Miss Justine kag siya makahambal nga okay ni siya, ma'am. No, si Miss Justine ang yabe para maka-entra ka mo. Okay, kung wala, kung may ara ka mo nga na-publish, again, it's SY, dapat ibutang tato SY, beginning SY 2020 to 2021, 2021, 2022, 2022, 2023. So may tatlo ka mo katuig nga ipilian. So, nga publication ninyo. Okay? So, that's it. Okay. So, before I proceed sa pinaka-last, nagbabanta ang brownout diya sa amon, ha? Okay, sige.
Brownout na sa amon, ma'am.
Dara sa inyo, Miss
Sama
Amon,
lang nag-voltage.
Oo, sala.
Kaloy. Sige, let's have... Okay, sige. Anyway, nag-ano na lang kamo, nag-cellphone na lang. So, Miss Irene, let's proceed now to the, siguro, ang mga questions nila, queries, mayroon sila agad pang type sa aton nga, nga chat box.
Thank you, Ma'am Reese. But we've seen Ma'am Azila Bugaay and Sir Leve June
raising their hands. Sige.
But so far sa chat box, Ma'am,
wala. Wala gid. Congratulations. Wala gid sila question. Sige. Miss Asila, do you have any points of clarification or any question that you want to raise? This one to be followed by Sir Levi June Estelliana. Si Miss Asi, o kung base na lang, na tumukan lang ang ang raise hand. Wala ka init-init gid siya. Init-init na dis amon ha, nag-fluctuate ang among kuryente. Sige. Miss Azila, are you there? Ako niya leader of the band sa elementary. Wala siya. si Sir Levy June. Sir Levy.
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon,
Yes,
ma'am
good
Iod
afternoon.
ko.
Yes,
Okay.
clear.
Good
Sige.
afternoon, Ma'am Reese, Ma'am
Mm.
Juliet. Maayong hapon. Ma'am, regarding sa photojorn, nag-discuss
Mm.
kanina si Ma'am Justine
Mm.
na hindi na magdala laptop. And then,
Ayun. Okay, diri sa na butang pa. Okay.
yes, ma'am. So,
Oo, sige.
anong,
I-clarify
paano?
ta. Oo.
Sige, ma'am.
Miss Jazz, ang sa aton nga national nga memo, to yan, no? Ang wala na laptop. Miss
Yes,
Justine, are you
ma'am.
there? Oo.
Hello,
So,
ma'am.
bali, oo, sige, sige.
Balisang pag-meeting ta ng nag-ano pa ta nga nag-discuss about na sa
Oo.
laptop.
Oo.
Pero
Di wala ka to
pag-over ko
ma-finalize
sang
na. Oo.
pag-over sang guidelines sang based sang national, hindi na sila magdala laptop kay ma-write na lang sila sang ilang nga caption sa caption sheet nga i-provide namon.
Mm.
Then ang ilang nga mga pictures kuhaan nila file name, then isulat lang nila dito sa caption sheet. Then amo lang tong i-submit.
Okay.
Bali
Sige.
ang soft copy naman niya sa ilang nga picture, ang aton niya nga group may isa lang niya ka laptop nga lang tanan i-save
Okay.
para kung
From their
mag-identify sa
SD
file
card.
name kag ano.
From their SD card. So, bali, wala na
Ma'am.
gid siya laptop nga idalon, nga
Wala
bit-biton.
lagi. Mas na doon naghapos na lang gid.
Okay, sige, sige. Okay. Sir Juan and the rest, is it clear? Kaya doon nag-contradict na to?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, oo.
So,
Mayo-mayan.
bali, follow-up question lang kay Ma'am Ja. Ano ang pag-rename sa picture individually or by contestant? Kaya base mo sa photo 1, amo na siya,
Oo.
ma'am. Photo
O
number 2.
ihatag ta na lang na guro na kay actually wala man gina siya naton pa na-discuss Miss Miss Justine.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
we will decide on that and then siguro i-reiterate lang. Thank you for raising that, Sir June. Very good. Good. Mayo good. So we will put that in our memo. Kay miski sa national wala siya nakabutang no how to name the picture. So we will decide and then we'll have it in the memo and then we'll present it during sa ato nga final nga meeting. Okay lang na sa Sir June kay we cannot decide at the moment siguro on that siguro no. Sige. Although nga may suggestion is though something like photo 1, photo 2 or something like that. So okay lang na siya Sir Levy nga subong anay i-live ta siya or we will agree na lang ano sa inyo. It's just ano mas mayo.
Bali kung sa picture nila Ma'am Riz ng i-upload na nila sa aton nga laptop, pwede man na siya nga dito na mismo sa laptop yung file name dito na siya i-edit sa laptop ta and then amo man lang ibutang sa caption sheet para isa na lang butangan
Pero
ta
what
lang
I
na
mean,
school ang folder.
who will be editing the ano? Who will be editing? Like for example, who will be labeling? Who will decide that this particular photo is photo 1, photo 2, photo 3, something
Bali
like
ang
that?
sa ano na Ma'am Riz ang proctor gid kay mag-upload na sila sang ang ilang nga picture i-upload na sa laptop ta mo. So pag-upload dira na maano kung photo 1, photo 2 na.
Okay. Pero
Mag-save.
sa ilang SD hindi na nila man-name. Sa ilang SD bala, sa ilang mismo nga camera, hindi nila yan ma-label, no?
Hindi, ma'am. Masapos kung sa laptop na mag-upload na sila.
Pero ang pag like sa
Caption.
SD nila, ang pag-extract sang ilang mga pictures will be kumbaga kung ano ang pag-order sang bata, like ba siya na ma-decide mo which will be picture number 1. So amo gina siya dapat ang isundon. And then ang sa iya tong mga caption. So siguro ma-agree na lang ta nga they will label it sa ilang nga caption is photo 1, no? Sir Levy John, are you there? Still there?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Pwede mo ma-decide kita nga ang file name. Halimbawa, entry number sang bata. Ako entry number 1, then photo 1 para kung ano matong sa caption sheet. Yes, ma'am. 1 to 5.
Pero sa caption nila, sa caption sheet ito, photo 1, amo na caption niya, photo 2, kaya ang entry number, na siya sa iya nga, sa ihatag pa sa ilang official nila nga sheet, no? So, may box na nga butangan nila sang ilang number, or depende sa aton nga team kung automatic mabutang tada number 1 kay para pag-distribute may numbering na nga daan. Okay? So okay na siya no. So bali photo 1, photo 2 kay para nga pag-practice bala nila ng ang point man din nga gina-drive I think ni Sir Levy is during sa ilang nga ano gani nga practice session no sa preparation nabla sa mga bata at least kabalo na siya nga photo 1 amo na that refers to the iya nga picture nga gusto na entry number 1 niya gid tapos amo na pagbutang niya sang caption. Okay? Klaro na okay na tana.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, okay na. And then, regarding, meaning, ma'am, ang ma-receive sa mga pictures, hindi lang isa ka laptop, kaya base mo dinagusa ba, provide kita, ma'am, 5 katao, nga katuan sang bata.
Ano lang siguro na inang hindi lang siguro 5 kay depende
So, go,
sa
ma'am, pasobra.
turnout sang ano hindi man I mean I think 5 daw kanamo na gid ang aton kay ano man siya naka-separate man ang elementary Filipino isa man na siya ka grupo So sa experience daw mga pila na sila in a group daw mga 20 daw mga something amo na. So siguro we can add we'll just decide depende pag sa turnout pag sang inyong entry amo pag na sa ato nya tan-awon. Pero that's a good suggestion nga hindi lang isa kay mabudlayan. Thank you for that. Thank you Sir John. Sir Levy gali. Okay.
Sige, ma'am. Thank you. Okay na po, mama. Salamat.
Okay ka na. Okay, sige. Next we have, who's next? Si Miss Azila pa?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Ano today ang imo nga ano? What's your question? Wala na race lang, natandugan
wala,
lang.
ma'am. Okay, nabatian nila, gintawag mo ko ti wala og pa mati. Sorry,
kay naka-raise ka sang hand. Nakubukan lang guro.
Ay, gali, okay.
Sino pa to na? Sino pa naka-raise ganito? May nakita ko nga bago. Thank you, Miss Aze.
Sige, ma'am.
Okay. Sino pa to naka-raise kay na? May isa pa, si Ken.
Si Sir Kenneth, ma'am.
Oo, Sir Ken.
JP.
Any clarification?
Hi, ma'am. Good afternoon. Okay na gali, ma'am.
Okay na.
Thank you.
Sige.
Yes,
Some more? Okay.
Ma'am Riz, we have some concerns sa chat box. Bala, Ma'am Riz. From Ma'am Lenny Presas and from Ma'am Glory Jane Osorio asking about 2019-2020 nga school publication, if pwede, amo na ko no ma'am, before pandemic ang isubmit.
Kay nagamit ta na siya ang 2019-2020 ta sa ato niya 2019 man nga NSPC. Am I correct? Correct? Tama? Ano ang inyong mind? Sakto, amo na siya gingamit pagka 2019 ta nga DSPC.
Good afternoon, Ma'am Riz.
Yes, Ma'am Maribeth.
Actually, Ma'am Riz, same man ang question ko sa case. Wala pa siya, Ma'am, nagamit, Ma'am. Kaya di ang ginagamit natin nga is previous school year. So,
2018-2019.
Yes, Ma'am.
Okay. Sige. Is that correct? Ang ari sa inyo, aside from the two, ta ina si Ma'am Presa, si Ma'am sino pa to ganit, Miss Ai? How about the others? Correct kita? Correct ang ato nga 2018-2019 ang gigamit previous year. So we can still use the 20.
Miss Riz?
Yes, Miss Ana. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Pasensya bago naman ko na ba't ka fluctuate man gid ang
ang kuryente,
ang connection kuryente plus pagid nga nag-escape man ako. Anyway, ang ato niya gin gani ni nga gin himo nga gamit naton sang 2019 nga DSPC ang 2018-2019 na.
Okay na pa.
Kaya nag-DSPC kita 2019.
So
2020 nagamit na to. Oo, nagamit na to. Kay wala lang ang lockdown natabo ang pag national NSPC sa Tugigaraw 2020 na to. Pero ang bali, syempre the previous year nga nga 2019 NSPC, di ba la?
So meaning, pwede pa
Oo.
natin
Pero
magamit.
2020 na 'to.
Oo.
Ang meaning, ang gamito naton niya, ang ano ang after na ang 2020, 2021, 2021, 2022 kag ang subong nga school year.
Okay. Sige be. Abi ko Miss Ana, nag-agree ka kay Miss Maribeth nga 2019, 2020 ang pwede pa magamit. Sige. Any other Sige be?
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, Ma'am Maini.
Ma'am, sa amon, di ma'am sila kasi na National High School. Balis, ang pag-DSPC sa 2019, ang gingamit ko namon, ma'am, is 2018, 2019 nga paper. And then, ang nag-release kami, balik kay pagpa-print naman sa paper namon, mga January 2020 na napagwa. Wala pa to siya namon nagamit, ma'am, sa DSPC.
Okay. Miss Ana, shall we
Yes, Miss
consider?
Riz. Ano ko na?
Shall we
Reka.
consider?
Kung sa bagay, wala gid man may nahimo. Aba,
Oo, i-consider ta na lang
pero sa DSPC, okay na ya. Okay, pwede na na.
Oo,
Okay.
pwede na ya.
Kaya hindi ta naman na pwede na maano gid nga piliton sila kay subong na inang subol na katama pa kung masubong pa sila ma-produce. Pero ang iba niya nga may ara gid man bisan na lang bisan oo. Ang mga ara gid man bisan digital man niya or like sang meetingan naton to. Mas nami nga bisan link lang or bisan lang ang ilang nga maano. Do updated kid. Okay, pero we consider sang amo na to wala na to na mahimo. Sigano nga hindi na sila maka-join tungod lang sina.
Sige, thank you.
Diba?
Okay na,
Sige.
carried na ta ha. So Miss Justine, please include that in our para sa ato niya discussion points di ba na ang improve ang some more the addition natin. Sige. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Ana. Thank you, everyone. Some more issues pa gid, Miss Irene. May ara pa?
Ma'am Ray's another question, ma'am, from Ma'am Glory Jane. Ma'am, pwede lang kuno nga i-scan ang ila school papers ang year 2020 kay na corrupt ang ilang nga soft copy.
Sure.
Pwede.
Pwede gali ang hard copy scan lang nila kag amo na i-submit nila sa
Thank
sa
you, ma'am.
Okay, scan copy, PDF, basta ang importante may ara lang. So amo na nang pinakaano ta ha 2019 ha, wala na tato yung 2018. Okay. Any more? No more? No more? Miss Irene, may ara pa? Ma'am Riz, good afternoon. Is it possible to change the name school paper for Kansilayan? Yes, of course, because Kansilayan Farm School, diba? So, medyo malain gid ka mo ang inyong dear from Kansilayan Farm School. By the way, may bag-o na ta nga school, hindi Ang Kansilayan National High School was renamed and converted gid. Hindi lang siya gin-rename, gin-convert siya into Kansilayan Farm School. Pwede gid. Okay, sige. Ano pa? By the way, see to it nga may ara ka mo copies ang inyo nga designation ha. Kung panagaling isa ko nga ipasubmit sa inyo during our siguro sa mga before ta mag-final nga meeting, ang inyong mga designation i-prepare nyo na as school paper advisor. Has raised a hand May Marie Bolonias. Ma'am May Marie. You have raised, yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I would like to ask lang, ma'am, kay ang amon, ma'am, the same problem with them. Kay do nag-stop kami during the pandemic sa amon niya. Do kalawig na ba mamaw ang last na niya DSP.
What school? From what school are you, ma'am?
Binabagan Catholic College. Elementary.
Ay, okay. Oo, sa elementary ka. Oo.
Yes,
anong problema?
Oo, ang school paper man gyapon namon, ma'am, kay ang di ba mag-RSPC ta ginakinanglan updated. So may ngagaw, pwede lang, ma'am. Nga ma-ipass kami anay for
ang 2019 lang to anay. Oo. Okay na to, ma'am. Oo.
Tapos may ngagaw lang kami for RSPC na lang.
Tani mahingagaw gid kamo para ka-entra kamo sa national.
Yes.
Ni Cheryl ang balida.
Yes. Aris ito pa.
Yes. Hingagaw kamo ay.
Ma'am, updated yung ma'am junior high school. We have 2021, 2022 nga magazine.
Pero what I mean, Miss She, you joined the paper contest sa
Ah,
region para madugang-dugangan.
ang contest, gali ma'am do.
Oo.
Wala ka lang, oro ma'am.
Ang hingagawa nyo. Pamakalabla.
Next time,
Si,
ma'am.
Ma'am Espanyola, may question. Nakita ko doon pop
Thank you,
up.
ma'am.
Thank you, Ma'am Miss May.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ma'am Espanyola, daw nakita ko nag-pop up kay ina ano tong iya kuan wala ko makuha ang question. Maara sa chat box, Miss Irene.
Yes, ma'am. Ara, from
Ano
Ma'am
hambal
Roda.
ya? Yes, oo.
When is the deadline for submission of school paper publication?
Ano ma'am, anytime before the DSPC, kay sa registration, mas set man ta deadline kay kung ang atong DSPC will be on the 20th, most probably base 17, mga something amo na kay para ma-finalize ta or even earlier siguro. So bali upod siya ma'am sa inyong registration ang school paper. Ma'am Rod, nakuha? And then we'll have Ma'am Nilin Baryoga for any issue and concern. Ma'am Roda, okay na Ma'am Roda? Wala si Ma'am Rod nagasabat. Okay, sige. Ma'am Nilin, question?
Hello, Ma'am Riz. Good afternoon. Ang Morsa National High School, bala Ma'am Riz, ang regular ginamon nga publication sa junior high nang wala na reorganize this year. Pero we had a publication way back 2019 na. Pero is it okay lang, Ma'am Riz, nga ang i-entry namon ang newly organized namon nga iya ka specialization wala namon, Ma'am Riz? Ay, salamat.
Pero
Ako man
ang paper niyo nga isubmit as part of the entry atong 2019 niyo. Amo nang imo nga ano?
Hindi, Ma'am Riz. May recently gidya kami nga nahimo sa special program.
Yes,
sa special
better.
program lang.
Oo, better.
So isa lang ka Okay.
Sa isa lang ka ano, dear? Sa isa lang ka?
I mean, sa bag-o na, hindi ang old naman is ang kabilugan, gibila naman, Ma'am Riz, is the New Horizon. However, kay wala na siya na-reorganize this year, so ang i-entry namon, ang gin-organize ko man nga bag-o, which is ang Taliambong, iyas ang special program namon. So okay lang na, Ma'am Riz.
Pero what I mean is,
may ara kami.
Okay
may papel
lang siya.
kami.
Oo, I have seen it. Diba? It's part of the evaluation. Present siya sa inyong pagpaano sa special program. Pero what I mean, ang inyong mga staff will come from the Taliambong.
Oo, Ma'am Riz.
I-check nyo kung okay ang inyong principal, bala. Kaya basi wala kung may, like, for example, it's for the spa. May regular nga kamo nga ano gid siya, 'di ba? May regular gid.
I-listen
So
siya.
yes, i-check nyo sa inyong ano kay basi issue na siya karon nga ang school bala will be limited. Like for example, if you will just have exclusively the entries, I mean the students that will join will be exclusively from the special program. So daw base kung ma-issue na siya bala sa eskwelahan. We would consider your paper. We would consider your paper as your entry ano na panawag
publication.
Entry paper, publication ninyo just for you to join, pero ang imong staff itan-awon mo nga kung okay lang kay ma'am nyo and the rest of both junior and senior, kung okay sila, kay masili nga, hindi na siya inclusive bala of all, kay masili nga malimited lang siya to the spa group, na? Ano muna siya siguro.
Okay.
Sige.
Okay. Sige. I will talk to Ma'am Leero.
Yes. So, and the rest of the, gid na ka, ang imo nga junior kag senior high school, nga regular. Dapat i-agreehan nyo gid na. Okay, sige.
Kaya ako man actually advisor, Ma'am Riz, sa
regular. Wala ko sa natunon nga protest, ha? Diba may maabot nga protest, diba sa division office, nga amo na. Okay, agree si Miss Risa. So, kananglan, i-plastar nyo gid. Okay. Thank you.
Sige. Thank you, Ma'am Riz.
Some more? Miss Irene, may ara pa?
So far, Ma'am Riz, wala naman, Ma'am Riz.
Sige. Okay, so all of this are still tentative, okay? So amo na siya ang nang nagulam kita sa ilan ni Sir Carmelo sang ilang nga domain kay para nga tanan kita ang istoryahan naton diri lang anay sa aton, okay? Tapos hindi nyo anay pag ano basi I don't want people from this group to be talking against our group man na masilinga amo ni kay nagapamati kita sang inyo nga mga sides and points and clarifications kay para nga we will move as one. So as one family nga our aim is to choose and to fill in our kids to let them experience and benefit from the activity. At the same time, we want to choose the best to represent the division to the region. So doon muna siya atong pinaka-goal. So may scheme naglain because of the pandemic, the situation that we are in, but I want everybody to really think and support kag kung may ara ka mga question nga daw hindi nyo siya ma-grasp o kung daw hindi nyo maintindihan, you can channel it to any of our officers kay amo nang role nga ara sila. And then I think sa mga areas nyo may mga representative kamo da nakita nyo naman ang pwede nyo and they are all friendly to entertain your question kag kung hindi man pwede nyo makuma-message o kung basig sa ako ko ipaagi sa ano nga wala ga response si Ma'am Riza basta hindi pa ta friend so hindi ko makita inyo mga message request so you can have our officers, no? So let us ensure that our chat group are updated. Ang chat group tapaliw i-check nyo, ang chat group sa mga advisors and then our private nga page naton, i-check nyo man. I know there are many things to be ironed out pa. Kay actually ini pa lang aton nga do kumbaga preliminary pa lang siya. So let us, kung may nakita ka mo, nga daw feeling nyo, daw maging issue naton in the future. So as early as today or in the succeeding days, no, ipaminsaro nyo na tanaw-tanawon nyo, kay ipa-upload naman na, Miss Justine, we will have one Google Drive for all the materials that we have presented today. No, ang mga points naton dapat ipaano ta sa ila para nga maplastar kay we don't want any issue or concern kabalo naman kamo nga sa history sang DSPC daw wala man gitaya sang mga mabugat nga mga issues and concern again deal kay everybody is informed, everybody agrees, no, everybody is excited, okay, everybody is willing to help. So amo na siya yung aton espiritu ha. Hindi kay kita man lang ang aton man lang you belong now to the association. Okay? So although wala tayo sang formal gid nga pag-welcome sa inyo or initiation, you consider this as your family and definitely as one family we will see to it that everything will be settled in our group. Kung may ara man nga nag-bother sa inyo, you open that and then talk to any or chat any of the officers that we have or chat me, pwede man kay Ma'am Juliet, pwede sa inyong mga Filipino district coordinators or English coordinators para ma-patch up tanan, maklaro, and before we have our DSPC, we will have everything in order. So amula na siya yung akon kay base bala may ari sa inyo nga bag-ulang di sa grupo kag daw medyo ang imo nga mindset is to look for mga hindi manami or base may mga legalities kapag ay napaminsar wala kami na inayos sa mga amo na kay kami diya pinamilya na nga ubra kag para gid sa kabataan kay para lang ma-met naman ang expectations ng region sa aton as one of the big divisions duwa man lang kasang Iloilo actually ang dako-dako og division so hindi ko gusto ya kay never pag kita nag-cause sang trouble or issue no sa during the RSPC so please have that mindset nga you are here to help, to assist, to cooperate, to collaborate in order to produce excellent outputs. No? Muna siya ato niya pinaka motto dere. Okay? So, if there are no other issues, concern,
Excuse Ma'am
yes,
Riz.
yes, Miss Irene, may ara pa?
Ma'am, may pahabol di sa chat box
Yes,
from
oo,
Ma'am
sige.
Arlene Lambatin. She's just clarifying about the designation as school paper advisor, ma'am.
Oo, sige, ano?
About
Anong
sa
gusto niyo?
About sa
designation.
designation.
Oo, anong about sa designation? What about the designation? Ano? Ano
Ma'am,
siya? Ano?
good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
Clarify lang ko Ma'am
Si Ma'am
Curtis sa
Arlene.
about the
Designation. Oo,
designation as
oo.
school paper advisor.
Yes.
Bali, mahimo kami ano gani ni ma'am ng ah, paper nga ipaperman sa imo, ma'am.
Hindi, sa balidra na ma'am sa inyo nga ano ni gani nga principal kag sa
Yes, ma'am. Amo na namin to.
noted na lang sa inyong district supervisor kay as of
Oo.
this time wala na di kasaka ang tanan nga designation sang mga coordinators. Okay, but
Oo.
we will check kung ano din ka ka school ma'am.
Tinungan Elementary School, Isabela
Ah,
2.
yes. So medyo bag-o gid ikaw nga advisor ma'am.
Dugay na ma'am,
Pero
mga 2000
so you have
kami
your
pa na ni Ma'am Dora.
so you have your designation already?
Not yet, ma'am.
Ay,
Wala pa gid,
oo,
ma'am.
wala.
Wala
Sige, sige.
pa ko ka, ma'am.
So
Bilang sa imo, bilang
i-check.
sa nga
Oo.
may pirma mo, ma'am, may signature mo, wala pa, ma'am.
Pero ano lang ang imo
Oo, ma'am.
ginapandera? Wala lang.
Nang diri lang, ma'am, ang asta lang sa ano, sa district ano
Ah,
lang
okay.
namon.
Oo,
Kay
sige,
sir lang
sige. Oo, okay lang.
Yes, ma'am.
Pero i-check ko kay actually amo na subo ang ano nila nga ang tanan nga designations ng coordinators ara lang asta sa district ang signature.
Oo,
Pero
ma'am.
i-check pa oo.
Oo.
Sige. Thank you.
Yes,
Okay na
ma'am.
na
Thank
siya,
you so
ma'am.
much.
Good na na siya.
Yes, ma'am. Oo.
Okay, you can use
Okay,
that
ma'am.
copy already. Okay, sige.
Okay, thank you, good ma'am.
Welcome. Sino pa? Some more? Miss Irene, may harap pa ta?
Wala naman, ma'am.
Wala na, ma'am.
So,
Thank you, good ma'am, miss.
thank you. And I have my last slide actually. Last na lang. And this is our guiding verse. I-share ko man sa inyo kay Ian. Siya sang English, kopyahon ko para sa tanan na lang ni. Okay, so that you will remember that para pambawi sa tanan niya sa pagod, sa sakit ng loob, sa mga frustration, sa mga ano, you just think that everything you do, whatever it's that, whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God. Amo na lang na siya. No? Kung nakapoy, hangla lang. Kung frustrated with the system of the DepEd, okay, sige lang. Tangla lang. Darating din ang araw and somebody up there is looking at your efforts and you think that everything that you do is actually a worship to your God, no? So, amo na lang siguro ang pinakaano natin para mamagaan. Tapos you take care of your health. Please, hindi pagkalipatan ng mga maintenance, hindi magpatama sa init, kamo man kabalo kung paano nyo idiyahan nga mamagaan ang inyong mga obra in the middle of this very hot weather, no? Kabay from this group wala sang may okay na on the wood na ang may lapit na ang wood na kamo na wala sang mga major kag critical health issues from our group. So please do everything that you do, okay, as far as your form of worship and offering also to God para nami ang espiritu sang school paper advisors naton. Okay, and remember the lines that I have given you at the beginning of my presentation this morning. Please get a copy of that and then have it posted in on your table, including this verse. Okay, the last verse that I have given you. So with that, I think okay na ko. Miss Bravo says, Bravo, dinos pa ako na officers. Thank you very much for everything that you have done for today. Pontevedra National High School, Tabao National High School, NOHS. Ang NOHS, siya dako pa ni nga ulubraho namon, ang amon nga alutubangon. But get excited for our first ever grand return after the pandemic. Okay, so thank you very much, and once again, good afternoon. Miss I.
Thank you so much, Ma'am Riza, and to everyone. We hope that everything is clear and understood. Okay, let's give a virtual applause. So let's have now the giving of certificates to all the presenters in this virtual conference for elementary and secondary school paper advisors.
So allow me to read the citations. Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Region 6, Western Visayas, Schools Division of Negros Occidental, Cottage Road, Bacolod City, Negros Occidental. This certificate of merit is presented to Rosh G. Ganza for her expertise as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for News Writing during the virtual conference for elementary and secondary school paper advisors, both English and Filipino, held on April 28, 2023 at Pontevedra National High School, Pontevedra, Negros Occidental. Given this 28th day of April 2023 at Pontevedra National High School, Pontevedra, Negros Occidental, to be signed by Ma'am Riza G. Hia, Education Program Supervisor in English.
Same certificate of merit is presented to Ma'am Irene J. Banyes for her expertise as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for Feature Writing.
The same certificate is given to Ma'am Yvonne A. Bionat for her expertise as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for Editorial Writing.
Same certificate of merit is presented to Ma'am Grace Aurelio, presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for Sports Writing.
Another certificate is given to Ma'am Yvonne A. Bionat as presenter of Mechanics and Guidelines for Copy Reading and Headline Writing.
Certificate of merit is presented to Ma'am Justin D. Igonia as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for Photojournalism.
The same certificate is given to Sir Salito V. Moyong as presenter for Mechanics and Guidelines for Editorial Cartooning.
Same certificate of merit is presented to Sir Cesar B. Cortez as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for Radio, Script Writing, and Broadcasting. Same certificate is given to Sir Cesar B. Cortez as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for TV, Script Writing, and Broadcasting.
Okay, certificate is given to Ma'am Jennifer L. Aranico as presenter on Mechanics and Guidelines for Collaborative Desktop Publishing and Online Publishing.
Thank you and congratulations to all. So we have another certificate of merit is presented to Sir Edmond C. Treyes as presenter on the topic Mechanics and Guidelines for Column Writing.
We would also like to give the Certificate of Merit to Sir Bonifacio Baroquillo as presenter on Mechanics and Guidelines for Science and Technology Writing. A certificate of participation is also presented to school paper advisors for having actively participated in the virtual conference for elementary and secondary school paper advisors in English and Filipino. To be signed by Ma'am Riza Gigia, the Education Program Supervisor in English. Okay, so Certificate of Merit is also presented to Pontevedra National High School as the host school during the virtual conference for elementary and secondary school paper advisors held on April 28, 2023.
Thank you so much and congratulations to all the presenters and to all the participants.
Miss Irene. Miss Irene.
Yes, ma'am.
So I think we have missed a certificate of merit for Tabao National High School
Yes,
as the host of our virtual ano na, platform, ha?
Yes, ma'am. Noted, ma'am.
Virtual platform. Okay.
Okay, noted,
Please,
ma'am.
okay lang. We will have those certificate e-signed, and then i-posta na lang siya upod sa obrahon guro ni Miss Justine nga Google Drive para dra na lang kuhaon tanan. Okay? By the way, before the closing remarks of Ma'am Bionat, will you please i-check yung aton nga official group for the may ara ta nga page sa FB page nga dinos paa, so we can have it screenshot siguro kag i-post karon after sa closing remarks ni ma'am para makita nila kung members sila sa sina nga group naton. Okay? Thank you. Okay na ko, Miss I. Thank you.
As we cap off today's work, let us all listen to Ma'am Yvonne Bionat, the DNOSPA president, for the closing remarks. A round of applause. Ma'am Yvonne?
While waiting for Ma'am Yvonne for her closing remarks, allow me first to share our official FB page. So favor mga Abyan fellow school paper advisors, kindly visit and like our FB page, Division of Negros Occidental School Paper Advisors. So again, please check our FB page, and if ever you have concerns, updates, please keep yourself posted and updated sa ating official FB page. And reminding also those na wala pa naka-accomplish ng ating nga attendance sheet, please do so. Kay dara kita ma-check karon kung sinong ara for the certificate. Again, all the certificates will be uploaded in the Google Drive para maka-access ang tanan. So, Ms. Yvonne, are you now ready for your closing remarks? For those asking sa ating attendance sheet, we will be resending sa chat box, and also we will forward sa ating mga GCs. I-repost namon ang attendance sheet.
Miss Irene?
I think siguro there's, naka-online pa si, online pa si Miss,
We'll check,
Miss
ma'am, kung
Yvonne.
ara pa si Ma'am Yvonne. Okay, actually, there are reported cases nga damo na ka-brown out,
Oo,
may
gani. Oo.
voltages
Sige,
na
sige.
occurrence. But before we proceed to the closing remarks, let's take this opportunity also to recognize one of our partners, solid, supportive, in terms of conferences virtually. So let's give the certificate of merit to Tabao National High School as the host school in the virtual platform. Thank you so much in behalf of the Dinospa Association, led of course by Ma'am Riza and Ma'am Juliet P. Elavare. Thank you so much, Tabao National High School. Let's give Tabao National High School and the rest of the team a round of applause.